a huge thank you to the VFW Post 535 for having us out here again this year. This is always super fun to play. So thank you guys for letting us be here today and share some music with you. The audience participation portion of the concert is now underway. So we are going to be doing America the Beautiful for you, and we are going to be accompanying everybody's lovely singing voices. So we hope you guys join us rather in singing this American folk classic. And don't worry if you're like me and go, man, it's been a really long time since I've sang the second verse of that. It's not going to have a second verse. So there you go. So we hope you guys join us and enjoy American music. So, as with, anything that has existed for, 200 some odd years now, the Star Spangled Banner has in some way, shape, or form over that, it's gone through a lot of changes, a lot of sort of differences. This is a piece that is arranged based in the original, sort of the original setting of it. So it was originally a song, the melody is from a club in Britain called the Anacreon Society. Did I say that right? Okay. And that club, they created this melody kind of for a way for them to, obviously it's a way for them to sing all together like we just did. We're bringing them closer to community, but it was a way for people to kind of show off. The melody in the Star Spangled Banner is actually really, really hard to sing. It's not an easy song. So it was a way for them to kind of get together and kind of show off and do a little bit of fancy singing. Then it was later adopted, because it was a familiar melody, to the poem written by Francis Scott Key's years later down the line, and then we, over the years, it has developed since then, and has gone to be the song that we hear today. A lot of there are some sections in here where you'll hear random kind of like 16th notes or really short notes from some instruments. That is supposed to represent the rifle fire of the battles going on that would have, been around this time. As well as the whole song is going to sound familiar, but in a weird, uncanny valley of, there's some familiar stuff, but it's a little different. So it's kind of interesting. You'll hear this, and then later on you'll hear the Star Spangled Banner as we traditionally perform it. Nowadays, it's just kind of interesting to note the differences. So we hope you guys enjoy the original Star Spangled Banner, arranged by Here we go. that sort of like evolution like that when it comes to musical history, especially because they didn't have recording devices back then, but that's been so well preserved that we can kind of take snapshots of it throughout the years. So just a little bit history trip for you. Okay, the next piece we're going to be doing for you guys is Civil War Suite. This is going to be a collection of several different pieces from the American Civil War. It is a multi-movement work. So there'll be some brief pauses between each one, but it just kind of goes through many of the various folk tunes or military style tunes that have been present during the Civil War. So we hope you guys enjoy the Civil War Suite. So our next piece that we're going to be doing for you guys is I Vow to Thee, My Country. This is a piece that was written by Gustav. Yes, there we go. There were two British guys in my head that it could have been, and I picked the right one. Gustav Holst. I was originally set to no words, just the melody was written by him for one of his movements of Jupiter, but it was then set to the words of a poem written by a British ambassador to the United States around 1912. And the words of the poem, to summarize it in so few, is basically just that, someone's duty is to two things, God and their country. That was the original sort of idea of the poem, so we figured it would be a great place to put it. It's a very beautiful tune, very beautiful melody that is going to feature a lot of different sections here as it kind of grows and gets a little bit more energized halfway throughout. So we hope you guys enjoy I Vow to Thee, My Country. It would not be a community band performance, at least in my humble opinion, without at least one Smyrna March, and it especially wouldn't be a Veterans Day community band performance without, for sure, one Susan March. So the Susan we are going to be performing for you guys today is going to be the Stars and Stripes Forever. Very, very, very famous march. It's played every year at 4th of July. It's the national march of the United States. And probably Susan's most famous march, which is, saying a lot for somebody who was director of the Marine Corps Band for so long and wrote, like 100 or so of them. So we hope you guys enjoy the Stars and Stripes Forever. Christy Cyrus on the close. And with that, I'll turn it over to BFW 535. Thank you very much.
Thank each and every one of you. Yeah. Well, we've been here when we were called. You was very good to me. So thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank everybody for showing up. My name is Ron Bates. I'm the adjutant for the post here at 535. And as you can see, we're an awful small post anymore. Unfortunately, this is going to be our last veterans program. So, another round of applause to you people. I want to plug the Road Home program in Effingham for the turkey drive. This is for all veterans, and it doesn't matter whether you was in the reserves, the guards, or active. If you're a veteran, you sign up, you get a free turkey dinner, and it feeds up to 4 people. Now this year, because of the turkey shortage, you're going to get a gift certificate to Aldi's that's worth 12 to 14 pound turkey. Everybody's having trouble getting turkeys, so there's a phone number. It's been in the paper, so if you're a vet, like I said, it's good for all veterans, guards, reservists, and active duty people. And if you need the phone number to call and reserve your dinner with these people, see me. I've got this paper right here. This is kind of a sad moment. When you can't get enough young vets to cover your back. We've had a lot of conflicts. We've got a lot of young veterans. They just do not support the VFW or small posts like ours anymore. There's quite a few. Calvin has closed down their post. Eric, there's a lot of small ones. I'm going to try to keep this post open as long as I can, just for area vets. It's tough, Jim. All these guys that's standing here are all Vietnam era vets, including Beecher. And I want to thank you and Sherry for supporting us all this time that I've been here in Beecher. So, thank you for coming out and supporting this Legion post. I just wish there was more young vets that would come around. We've tried recruiting, even T-Town and Effingham's had a rough go. They're losing their members. I've still got 2 or 3 Korean vets left, but we're losing them fast rate. Vietnam era veterans, we're not getting any younger either. So that's about it. Thank you again for showing up. sit down before you see this old fat cry. Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay.
You with me?
Yeah, okay, we'll start with the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, so if you guys would, if you are able, please rise. This is the banner. Here we go. Thank you guys. And then the last piece we're going to have for you, sorry. The last piece we're going to have for you guys is going to be Armed Forces. This is a medley of all the different Armed Forces pieces. So if you have served and you hear your song, we would like to ask you guys that you stand up at that time and be recognized. For anybody standing, go ahead and give them the recognition with applause and some cheers. It's totally fine. And then, yeah, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.